her most consecutive wins to start a coaching career here at Nova. And there's Gino, looking to see if he can secure career win number 1,096 tonight. Huskies in the national flag blue road unis and win the jump, and we're underway here at Villanova.
Villanova going to start in man-to-man defense.
Westbrook off the Nelson Adota screen.
Good boxed out. You see all those white jerseys. Boxed everybody out.
Here's Segrist, 20 with the ball. Herlihy will shoot from outside and got it. The senior from Braintree, Massachusetts, with the first points of the ball game for Villanova.
Great start offensively for Nova. They're a tough team to play against when they have the lead.
Beckers will take it all the way in and make it. The right-hander off the glass.
Nice aggressive take by the freshman, knowing that she had that step. Got herself to the rim.
Little front court pressure for Uconn. One of the concerns for Villanova, their guards are very young. And if Uconn does apply some front court pressure, Denise Dillon was concerned that her team had the ability to get the ball over the timeline. Shot from outside from Herlihy won't go, and Uconn's rebound in the hands of Beckers. Stops and pops. That one won't drop. Here's Raven James with the rebound for Villanova. Segrist from outside. Quick shot. Nelson Adota rebounds. Williams drives. Underneath and up.
Terrific decision there by Williams. Nice aggressive take. The defense wasn't set. Nice job. Really good decision.
Segrist from outside. Nelson Adota couldn't get there in time. 3 for Segrist.
Well, when Uconn goes back on defense, you have to know Segrist is such a threat to score. They have to know where she is at all times. That's on Westbrook. She's the junior in charge.
Nice pass inbounds from Westbrook to Nelson Adota for the bucket.
Uconn can exploit Nelson Adota's height all evening long if they choose to.
Interesting that defensively, Nelson Adota is the one that's matched up on Segrist.
You see if Segrist is... I like she's smart enough to bring her out.
Shot from outside, off the mark by Sarah Mortensen. Rebound Uconn. Huskies run. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Olivia Nelson Adota with the hook.
And I will agree with that man right there on the screen, Gino Orient, and not agreeing with that call. I thought it was a good move.
All right, so the first on Olivia. And the Huskies turn the ball over at 6 apiece. Every shot that Nova has taken so far has been a 3. They have not ventured inside the arc yet.
And they may not. Classic Villanova basketball. Oh, nice back cut.
Yeah.
See, they're so disciplined. They run their stuff. What a great read by Segrist and a good pass by James.
Nelson Adota left all alone.
See, she thought a little bit there. You see what she did?
Yep.
Sometimes when you think in the game of basketball, it does you a disservice. But she stayed with it.
Got her own rebound and significant height mismatch there over Raven James. Here's James with the ball now for Villanova. Shot clock running down. Mortensen to Herlihy, shot wide. Quickly 4 minutes into the ball game. Tied at 8 apiece. Here's Kristen Williams.
Not a great shot. The better 3 for Williams is in the flow of the offense, or the ball is thrown to her when she runs ahead of the break.
Segrist again with the cut. Kristen Williams couldn't keep up, but Siegrist missed the shot.
It's a rare miss inside by Siegrist. She's a 53% field goal shooter. And nice steal.
It's the pass back and softly lays it in. Sarah Mortensen, the senior from Copenhagen, Denmark, transfer from Miami. Sat out a year ago, missed a couple of games injured. Now she's back in action tonight, just in time for Villanova. Baccarat left alone, missed badly. And that will get us to a timeout. The Wildcats lead the Huskies by 2. And Como's Court Vision now brought to you by Yale New Haven Health.
You know, Gino has lamented about their half-court defense, and this is a good example. Now, check this out. Maddie Siegrist is right here in white, right? Guarded by Olivia Nelson-Ododa, we think. Now, watch when the ball gets kicked out. Now, she cuts up. Now, watch right here. See? Right there. She cuts, makes a great back cut. Who's guarding her? Which kid? Nobody. Nobody's guarding her, and a wide-open layup. Smart play by Villanova.
First points in the paint for the Wildcats, and you know, does that come back to that communication? We hear so much from Gino about, you know, communicating on the defensive end.
That was a perfect example that nobody was communicating, and that's their best player. I mean, she's averaging 24 a game. You've got to know where she is at all times.
So Nova with the ball, leading by 2. And Siegrist in this game already with 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting.
And now Westbrook back in the game, back guarding Siegrist.
5 to shoot. Early he drives and missed over the top. I don't know if Nelson-Ododa got a piece of that or not. Here's Kristen Williams. And going to be a foul on the floor. Underneath, that's going to be a hook on Lior Garzon for Villanova, a freshman, freshly into the game. And so the Huskies will get another chance. Kristen Williams, nice inbound play.
Nice aggressive move there by Williams, and Villanova got caught sleeping.
Siegrist cut off. Good ball movement. Garzon.
Nice strong rebound by Nelson-Ododa.
Bella Runyon was trying to crash the boards. 32 for Nova. Here's Avina Westbrook, and 1.
That was bizarre. I think Westbrook got caught up. She stopped the dribble. She didn't want to commit the offensive foul, so she pulled up. And a little too much acting there by Raven James. Lonnie Swerlock is not going for it.
Yeah, good call. Feet moving a lot underneath.
And she started to fall back, I think, before there was even contact. I appreciate the effort to make the sale, though.
Can't make it pay. What's the old phrase? You can't get the sale if you don't ask for it. Siegrist now guarded by Baccarat. Drains the 3.
And she's feeling it, Siegrist.
8 points already in this ball game for the leading scorer and rebounder in the Big East, Maddie Siegrist. Williams to a cutting Nelson-Ododa.
See, that was the aggressive move that Gino Orieman wants to see by both kids, Nelson-Ododa and Kristen Williams. Don't just settle for an open 3. Dribble in, cut, move without the basketball, and then not only do you get the bucket, but you make them foul you.
So Nelson-Ododa goes to the free throw line. Part of this steady, solid first 3 games of the Big East season is free throw shooting. Been very consistent, 9 of 12. Now add another one to that. Siegrist guarded again by Westbrook. Herlihy with Nelson-Ododa way out by the 3-point arc. Going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Westbrook, trying to fight to stay in touch with Siegrist, I believe. So fresh 20-second shot clock here for the Wildcats. Inbound to Segrist in traffic. No foul. Huskies move the ball. Kristen Williams with the left hand, won't go.
And she's lefty. You got to make that.
Kenzie Gardler with the ball. Over to Garzone. Rebound right to the hands of Nelson Adota. Westbrook sees space. Got it. And a foul.
You know, that's just a savvy veteran play by Westbrook. To know the defense wasn't set. They weren't stopping her. Take the ball to the rim. Make them foul you. So she just saw the whole play evolve and said, hey, no one's stopping me. I'm taking it in.
So some aggression here in the last few minutes. This is the 3rd and 1 for the Huskies in the last couple of minutes. And Westbrook adds the bonus. 5-point Husky lead, 2.5 to go here in this opening quarter. Herlihy feeds a cutting Segrist ball just a little far ahead of her as Aubrey Griffin is into the ball game for Uconn, and Segrist got away from her.
Well, that was a great cut by Segrist. Too bad Herlihy missed her.
They're kind of the tag team for Villanova. Griffin feeds inside to Nelson Adota. She gets fouled going to the rim.
So Uconn,
Sarah Mortensen. Sorry, man.
Uconn has gotten the lead and has extended it because they're getting the ball into the lane. Terrific pass from Griffin, who just comes in. And it automatically changes the game with the nice pass. Nelson Adota gets herself fouled into the line again. But Villanova had the lead when Uconn was settling for the first open three, and they would miss it, and then Villanova would go the other way. Well, if Uconn actually makes Villanova play defense, well, look what they're getting. They're getting to the foul line every possession.
All 8 of the Huskies' field goals have come in the paint in the ball game so far.
So why would you change? Do it every time until they prove they can stop you.
And Nelson Adota making him pay at the free throw line as well. 2 more for Liv. An 8-0 run for the Huskies here as we get down to 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Mortensen on a nice cut back around Westbrook.
So Villanova is so smart the way they run offense. It's never been easy to play defense against Villanova.
Aubrey Griffin got it to the rim. Didn't get her own rebound.
You could tell she got in there and she didn't quite know what to do. And then so she said, oh, what the heck, I'll just shoot it.
Gardler to Segrist. Herlihy. Segrist 10 to shoot for Villanova. Mortensen bails out the Wildcats.
It's a really good defensive possession by Uconn, but just a better offensive execution by Villanova. You got to get into the gaps.
Kristen Williams gets the 3.
Well, if Kristen Williams can do that consistently today, that will give Villanova a really tough decision to make. Do they stay in that zone, or do they try to guard Uconn man-to-man?
Doesn't feel like it, but that's already 7 points for Kristen. Mortensen. Nobody underneath for a rebound wearing a white shirt. Here come the Huskies. Kristen Williams had to wait on the ball. 15 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Gino calling out plays. Huskies try to execute a last shot. Williams, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Will go into the hands. Into the hands of Herlihy. He is stolen away, but Griffin couldn't put the ball up and in. 6-point lead for Uconn at the end of 1 in this battle of Big East unbeatens.
lead. I don't think Paige Bueckers touched the ball enough offensively, and I would have a feeling that Uconn will make a priority here in this second quarter to at least have the offense flow through her. That doesn't mean she has to shoot the ball, but she's got to be more involved for them to have a better flow offensively.
Uconn forcing almost 20 turnovers a game, and Villanova only turned the ball over twice in that first quarter. So here we go to start the second.
Villanova takes great care of the basketball.
Segrist guarded by Aubrey Griffin. Kenzie Gardner to Mortensen. That'll be a 2. Won't go. Westbrook inside. Nelson Adota will step back. Too strong.
You know, she made that one strong move, but then she faded away.
Mortensen will get pushed, and that'll be a second foul on Nelson Adota just into this second quarter. So Olivia will head to the bench. Anna Makarat will come back into the ballgame. This is where they'll miss the presence of Aaliyah Edwards tonight.
Yeah, already their height. They don't have a height advantage anymore with Nelson Adota on the bench with 2 fouls.
There's Bueckers. Stops. Shot off the mark. Fights for her own rebound. Westbrook comes crashing in. Pile of bodies on the floor, and that'll finally be a tied-up ball. Possession arrow will keep it in the hands of Uconn. I counted 5 in the pile, by the way.
It's a scrum.
That's kind of a throwback to my old auto racing days. How many cars in the wreck? So full reset on the shot clock for the Huskies. Aubrey Griffin will drive on Mortensen. Now that's going to be a step. Took an extra step. Maybe got a little bump to force her to that extra step.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was really good defense yet again by Villanova, and Uconn playing into their hands by standing around and not moving without the basketball and firing the ball around.
Subs in for Villanova. Here's Bella Runyon, a freshman, a name very familiar to sports fans in this Philadelphia area. Segrist from outside, yes.
They know she's going to shoot, and they still can't stop her.
Inbound pass to Makarat, knocked away by Segrist. There's Herlihy over Aubrey Griffin.
I tell you, they are having their way with Uconn, and we poke fun at Gino all the time about how he complains about their defense. I understand why he does.
1-point ball game.
I mean, they don't know who's in and who's yanging.
Kristen Williams made some space, took advantage.
That's that aggressive take right now that this team needed from Kristen Williams. Get into the lane. They cannot keep you in front of them. Don't settle for the 3.
Herlihy on Makarat. Tough right-hander. Williams bounced it off her leg. Turnover by the Huskies.
So the previous possession, she pulled it out. Look at that. Just went straight. Nice screen from Aubrey Griffin. Just take it straight to the rim. They can't guard you.
Aubrey Griffin out of the ball game. Near McLean in for Uconn. James inside the Segrist.
Lack of communication. 2 kids go running at Raven James. She's not going to beat you. Maddie Segrist will, and she did.
11, now 13 points for Segrist. Westbrook. Nice pass from Makarat.
And a nice pull-up by Westbrook to avoid the charge.
3-point Uconn lead. Huskies shooting 50% from the floor. Villanova only shooting 41%. But staying right with Uconn, stride for stride. Seegers from outside, that off the mark. Beckers. Offensive rebound, Mir McLean. Fouled on the way up. That'll be on Segrist. What a shock. Mir McLean got an offensive rebound.
She knows her role. And there the shot was off, and then she had great inside position. Drew the foul, and that's what you want to do. Uconn wants to try to get Segrist in some kind of foul trouble. They'll do anything to try to get her off the court.
McLean, a pretty good free throw shooter also. 1 of 2 there. That's the first miss of free throws she's had this season to this point. Small sample size, but known to be a good free throw shooter. Hurley has it stripped away by McLean, gets it back on the floor. And going to have a timeout called by Denise Dillon and Villanova. 6 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Very tight ball game here in Philadelphia between Uconn and Nova.
Team, and Maddie Segrist is the benefactor early on.
She's taken full advantage so far. Leading scorer in the ball game, 5 of 11, 3 of 5 from outside, and 13 points for Segrist. Becker's got a hand on that. Shot clock running down for Villanova. Long skip pass. James inside, intercepted by McLean.
Interesting decision to go zone. Better movement, you notice? Already I can see blue jerseys cutting through the lane.
10 to shoot. Now Beckers dribbles her way into some space and drains the shot.
It was just a better aggressive looking offensive possession for Uconn.
Page has touched the ball twice as much in this second quarter as she did in the first. There's Runyon. Missed everything. Becker's looking to make some room for herself. Finds Kristen Williams cutting. Inside to Mir McLean. Nice look.
See, that's that unselfish passing that gets contagious. Terrific pass from Williams to McLean.
Biggest lead of the ball game for Uconn at 8 points.
Uconn in his zone again.
Mortensen drives. Sarah Mortensen.
I'll tell you, this kid transferred in from Miami. She sat out last year. She's made such a positive difference with this Villanova team.
Missed the last couple of games with the concussion.
Yeah, they missed her.
Denise Dillon was very happy she was cleared to play tonight. Quickly 10 to shoot for Uconn. Westbrook into traffic.
What's Mir McLean going to do with it with 3 white jerseys around her?
Wide open Hurley from the 3-point line. Just a little too strong. Becker's had it knocked away.
And then ran into her own teammate and fell.
Mortensen for 3. That one went.
Mortensen for 3.
That'll put Mortensen into double figures in the ball game with 11. Lead is down to 3.
Back to standing around again on offense.
Williams, nice floater.
And Gino is screaming to Aubrey Griffin, who he's putting in for Mir McLean, saying, screen on offense. Don't just stand around, set screens.
Raven James. Stepped on the end line on that ball. And turnover to the Huskies. Gary and Kara standing by to give you all the first half highlights and analysis. Plus, we'll hear from Avina Westbrook on what she brings to this year's team. It's the Uconn Women's Basketball Halftime Show presented by Ford. Coming up.
A lot to talk about in this first half.
5-point lead for Uconn at this point. McLean out. Aubrey Griffin, as you mentioned, back in. Olivia Nelson-Ododa on the bench for some time now with 2 quick fouls in the game. Kristen Williams blocked. Herlihy got a hand on it. It'll be Huskies ball.
What a savvy defensive play by Nova. I mean, she's strong going to her strong hand. It's the weak side help there of Herlihy.
10 seconds to shoot for Uconn. Mockerat feeds Griffin. She'll draw the foul, going strong to the rim. Foul will be on Kenzie Gardler. It'll be her second.
So what was she told to do? Set a screen. Nice screen there on Siegrist and roll to the hoop. The good pass from Mockerat. And they continue to get to the free throw line, but even better than that for Uconn is they keep getting Villanova players to commit fouls.
So Olivia Nelson-Ododa will come back into the ball game with 2:13 to go in this second quarter and 2 fouls. Aubrey Griffin goes out. And now Villanova trying to cut into the Huskies lead that's grown back to 6. From the corner, Siegrist. That one wouldn't fall. Mockerat with the rebound.
Halfway down.
Beckers.
I tell you, she read the defense and split through there so beautifully.
Nice spin pass, too, with a little action put on the ball. Herlihy trying to see if she can get a foul on Nelson-Ododa. Blocked. That one falls out of bounds. It'll be Huskies ball.
You know, the key on the break is to try to make a move when the defense isn't set. And Villanova wasn't set. She just sliced through. Look at that. Just sliced through those 2 defenders. What a smart play by the freshman.
Beckers with the nice athletic adjustment on the inbounds pass when Siegrist came over for the block. Eight points for Page. Here's Herlihy guarded by Nelson-Ododa. This will be Mullen. That won't go. Mortensen crashes for the rebound. Mortensen wide open from the corner. No, here's Westbrook. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Beckers gets fouled. That is going to be, is that 14 or 15 on the foul? It'll be Herlihy.
Becker's very involved the last several possessions for Uconn. Good things have come from it.
Yep. Up to 8 points, 4 rebounds. Mockerat will come out of the ball game, and she is going to get a talking to from Gino. Nelson-Ododa will come out of the ball game with 40 seconds to go. And Meg, your prescription for the second quarter to get Page more involved in the offense has happened and has had results.
Well, I think getting her involved, obviously, you know, the obvious, but it gets everybody moving. The ball moves. There's more cutting to the basket. There's more screens being set.
10-0 run for the Huskies over the last 2.5 minutes or so. Mullen shot off the mark. Mortensen gets the rebound knocked away. Aubrey Griffin on the floor to come up with it. Mir McLean was the one that stole the ball.
Siegrist is trying to keep, well, she was trying to deny the ball to Beckers.
McLean sets the screen. And there's going to be a foul on McLean as she backed into and knocked down Gardler.
Let's take a look here. She came, and I watched her. She was good setting the screen. Her elbow was up a little high. Got to give Gardler a little credit for a little acting.
So 10 seconds, now down to 7 to go. Segrist guarded by Williams, throws up a desperation shot that is well off the mark.
And she tried to draw the foul there too. Williams wisely didn't foul her.
So halftime, it's 42-29 Huskies after holding Villanova scoreless for the last 3 minutes and 28 seconds of this second quarter.
Hey, Gino, you were talking to the officials there, not happy with some of the calls down the other end?
I thought we were joining the Big East. I didn't realize we were joining the Catholic League South.
And they didn't have a great amount of success there. Olivia Nelson-Ododa was late there. A perfect cut from Segrist. A lot of blue shirts just kind of their heads swiveling. Anna Makarat had really struggled with her against her in that first half. And then no box out. Segrist just stayed with it. 5 of 12 from the floor. Very, very active. I thought she had a tremendous 20 minutes.
The Wildcats only made 12 field goals in the first half. Segrist had 5. Sarah Mortensen had 5. And Brianna Herlihy had the other 2.
So I mean, the scouting report is pretty simple, and I think Uconn knew that coming in. Those 3 kids, you know, they didn't know about Mortensen, but certainly Villanova knew about Beckers, and they did a pretty good job. I don't know if it's what they did or what Uconn didn't do to get Beckers involved. Let's see if Uconn changes that.
Segrist gets the first points of the third quarter over Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Remember, Olivia picked up 2 fouls in the opening quarter and is back on the floor with those 2. Huskies shooting 55% in that first half. Beckers inbound to Nelson-Ododa. Draws the contact.
Really good move that time by Nelson-Ododa. Use that same poise, and if you notice, watch, she catches the ball. Now the double team comes from the other side. She spins down baseline side, gets the defender off her feet, and draws a foul.
Brianna Herlihy called for her second foul. Nelson-Ododa hitting double figures in points. Now 3 Huskies in double figures. That's 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. That was her first miss of the night. Segrist guarded by Evina Westbrook on this possession. Here's Mortensen over the top of Nelson-Ododa. Hard to say. Westbrook with the rebound. Olivia runs the floor.
A rare mistake for Villanova not getting back. They've been so good about getting back in transition. Uconn made them pay.
Inbounds right to the hands of Nelson-Ododa. Not sure where that pass was going.
Well, nice active hands, though. She kept him up. Big wingspan.
Kristen Williams able to get a handle back on the pass and work it up and in through defenders. Kristen leading scorer in the ball game for the Huskies at 13. Denise Dillon told me she would not be saving timeouts. She would use them as needed, and she's called one here quickly early in this third quarter. Huskies on a run to start the second half. 5-2 run for Uconn to start this third quarter over Villanova.
And as Gino talked about the defense, here we have, watch, Uconn in a 2-3 zone right now. Watch this kid, though, because that's where Villanova is going to be going. Hands up, keep them up and active. Now check this out. Here, and look at Villanova. You got one there, one here. Uconn does such a good job of getting up the floor and makes them pay. Just pass the ball up the floor in the air. It gets the ball up the floor so much more quickly. You don't need excessive dribbling. Just pass the ball.
Points off turnovers has been something the Huskies have done very well in the opening 3 games of Big East play. Only 5 off turnovers in the first half. And a couple there to send Villanova to needing the timeout.
Well, Villanova traditionally, and certainly today, they always do such a great job of taking care of the basketball and not turning it over.
Yeah. They're second in the nation in fewest turnovers per game are the Wildcats. Shot clock running out. Inside to Mortensen. Outside. Mullen. Shot won't go. Hurley gets the rebound. It missed on the putback. Nelson Adota rebounds for the Huskies. Beckers off the screen. Shot off the mark.
Yeah, she's struggling with that pull-up jumper here tonight.
Segrist on Westbrook. Nelson Adota way out on Mullen. Shot off the mark. And here come the Huskies running again. Makarat lost control. Left it for Westbrook.
It's sort of the game that Makarat has had. That little possession right there speaks to how she's played tonight. Not well.
And no points. 0 for 1 shooting. Here's Nelson Adota inside on Hurley.
Really
draws
good
the foul and gets the bucket.
Oh, yet again, great patience by Nelson Adota to size up where the defense is. When she gets the ball, see, now she knows she's got space, read the defense, see what the defense does. It's so important as an offensive player to be able to spin off of the defense and use their body against them.
So Hurley goes to the bench with a 3rd foul, and Olivia goes back to the free throw line.
So that's where all of those fouls in the first half, they come back to help you late in the game.
5 of 7 from the floor for Olivia. Here's Kenzie Gardler. Nobody there to rebound for Villanova. Here come the Huskies on the run. Makarat inbounds off the mark to Nelson Adota. Gardler, 3-on-2 to Segrist. Cut off by Nelson Adota.
Nelson Adota got away with a whack, I thought.
Yeah, I think so. Gets position on Mortensen, and Beckers feeds the ball on the right side of the scrum. $17 for Nelson Adota, now the leading scorer for the Huskies. Blocks that shot from Mortensen. Williams tried to feed around the Mortensen block. Ball never got to Nelson Adota.
Nice cut.
Garzone.
Terrific cut by Garzone. Late help there by Anna Makarat.
So that ends a 10-0 Uconn run in this 3rd quarter. Westbrook wide open off the Nelson Adota screen, but couldn't drain the shot.
It was a really nice play there by Westbrook. Couldn't get it to go, but read the defense perfectly.
This is Mullen. And Westbrook with the rebound. Nice box out on Segrist. Now Makarat will take the long 3. No. And they'll let that ball roll out of bounds. And we'll go over to Villanova.
That tells you what he thinks of that shot. But watch Beckers here. She motions for what to happen. Like, okay, if you go, you cut, I'll get you the ball. Yeah, we've talked about this before, making others better. Setting the play up, just a classic point guard.
Westbrook got a hand on the inbound pass. Kristen Williams with time to set her feet, but the shot won't go, and that's going to be a foul on Nelson Adota over the top. Her 3rd. Halfway through quarter number 3. Huskies have stretched it out a little bit. Eye on all your usual sources, social media, and UconnHuskies.com and so on. Then off to Baylor before resuming Big East play against Providence and a trip to Cincinnati to Xavier. With Olivia Nelson-Ododa picking up her third foul. Appropriate moment to remind you that Aaliyah Edwards is out tonight with a sprained right ankle she picked up in practice yesterday. Expected to be back for the resumption of activity after the holiday. But no Aaliyah tonight, so with Liv in some foul trouble, the Huskies are going to be missing some size presence inside if Olivia picks up another or two. One of their last 9 for Villanova shooting. Huskies defense much better in this third quarter?
I would say they listened to what their coach screamed to them at halftime.
And that shot completely off the mark by Talia Medina. And so a turnover to Uconn. So Bella Runyon out. And Leo Garzón into the ball game for Villanova. Huskies lead growing here. They've outscored Nova 10-4 in this third quarter. Williams cut off by Segrist, but what a nice move.
See, that's what Kristen Williams, that's her bread and butter. That's what she should do all the time. Look to attack. Don't settle for the first open 3 you come across.
Kristen up to 15 tonight, 7 of 13 shooting. And Segrist fumbles the ball out of bounds and a turnover to Uconn. .21 advantage for the Huskies. 2 minutes plus and counting, scoreless for the Wildcats. Beckers. 13 now for Page. 5 of 9 from the floor.
Uconn in the zone, but they've got to talk and make sure they know where 20 is at all times.
She's blocked by Nelson-Ododa. Beckers will step in and take the charge.
Some more dramatics now by a Uconn player.
Established legal guarding position outside the arc.
Yeah, nice help there from Nelson-Ododa. And that was a really smart play by Paige Beckers coming over. I mean, she came from the top of the foul line to come down to that end line to help out. That's just a smart play by the freshman.
So Huskies on a 14-2 run in this third quarter.
A different energy about UConn's offense this second half, isn't there?
Yeah. Marquardt couldn't hit. Kristen Williams fights for the rebound, gets her own miss, gets blocked on the way up. That'll be a tied up ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Uconn.
You like the hustle. You like the no quit by Kristen Williams.
Beckers for 3. Nobody under the basket for the Huskies. So Herlihy has the ball for Villanova. Mortensen back into the game.
Beckers has Segrist right now trying to deny her the ball. They're going to switch.
Well, they switch Westbrook on Segrist. And the shot made from the outside by Herlihy. It's had a quiet game, but that's 8 points now for the senior from Braintree, Massachusetts. Westbrook got it blocked. Looked around for a foul call. None forthcoming. Segrist over Beckers. Missed everything. Kristen Williams into traffic. Now the ball on the floor. Beckers knocked it away. Westbrook picked it up. Nelson-Ododa ahead of the pack. And it's going to get called. She got her right elbow up as she tried to spin around right or left.
She did, yeah. She led with that left elbow. And I can see, as much as I agree with Gino with the officiating being poor in a lot of this game, I thought that was a fair call.
Yeah. So that is Olivia's 4th. And with 2:01 to go in this third quarter, she will head to the bench. And Aubrey Griffin will come in for the Huskies.
This is where they miss Aaliyah Edwards out with that sprained ankle. Mortensen was wide open in the middle of the lane. They missed her.
Kristen Williams blocked by Segrist. She'll stay with Uconn.
She does everything for Villanova. You know, she's not just a scorer. She rebounds, she defends, she hustles. There, she turned it over. But look, she hustled back and saved the play.
Ball inbounded to Marquardt, who was fouled by Lior Garzon, freshman from Israel. Denise Dillon says she kind of has an attitude that, as she describes it, sounds a lot like Nika Mules, that still adapting to the college game and the frequency of foul calls here.
Villanova's got to be psyched about the foul calls in the first half.
Aubrey Griffin trying to get position inside. Beckers will drive, get cut off. They'll call a foul on the floor. That is going to be on Raven James. That'll be her second. Nope. So Beckers will shoot. I beg your pardon. Huskies have gotten to the stripe now 17 times and made 13 of those free throws. So taking advantage when they've had the opportunity.
And Villanova hasn't attempted a free throw, which sounds crazy, but that, you know, they live and die by the three. They don't go into the lane and try to create that contact.
There's Mortensen from three. Shot off the mark. Westbrook will feed, cutting Beckers. She cut off by Mortensen. So Kristen Williams will float the left hand. That won't go. Inside the final minute, quarter number 3 here at Villanova. Here's Herlihy, strong to the rim. Mortensen gets the miss. Beckers gets the steal. End to end for Page for 2 more.
Heads up play by the freshman there defensively.
Slightest of differences between the shot clock and the game clock. From way outside, Garzon shot off the mark, rebounded by Herlihy. She'll draw a foul, going back up in traffic.
Heads up play by Herlihy, you know, a kid who, after 2 games last year, she blew out her knee. So they're just getting her back, and they are so happy to have her.
Denise Dillon calls her the grittiest, toughest kid they have. And said was kind of surprised. They didn't know. Did the whole COVID and no preseason workouts, that kind of thing. Didn't know what they were going to get with her this season, but she came right in and was up to full speed right away. So Herlihy will go out of the ball game at the end of this quarter. 10.4 for the Huskies to try and add on to their lead. Westbrook feeds Beckers, who has plenty of time. Just won't go. Rebound, Griffin draws a foul, trying to go back up with 1.3 to go.
And that's Aubrey Griffin. That's what the team needs from her. Get a rebound, start the break, and then get in there and track down an offensive rebound, and even better to get yourself fouled into the line.
So the foul was on Segrist, and that is her 3rd.
That's a big play in and of itself.
1 of 2 for Aubrey. So the Huskies outscore the Wildcats by 11 in quarter number 3, 19-8 in the 3rd quarter. Paige Beckers. Huskies will send out Westbrook, Marquardt, Beckers, Williams, and Aubrey Griffin.
Let's see with the zone if Uconn's hands stay active, if they keep communicating.
Mortensen cuts to the lane. They missed her.
Nice cut.
Long range shot from Garzon. No. Rebound. Westbrook. Beckers from the free throw line. Good rebound by Aubrey Griffin. Blocked on her way back up.
Well, she wanted to pass it back out, and then there was no one there, so she, I said, okay, I'll shoot it. It's never a great recipe for a great shot when it's a second thought.
Herlihy, long range miss, long rebound. Beckers, the long pass to Williams. Griffin in the post. Nice spin move. Shot wouldn't fall. Her own rebound. In and a foul.
She stayed with it. Her coach is complaining that she missed it the first time. But you know what? You got to give the kid credit. She stayed with it. Villanova didn't do a good job of boxing out, and Garzon with the foul.
And the extra from Aubrey Griffin will put her up to 5 points on the night. 1 of 4 from the floor, but 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and 3 rebounds to go with it. Pass intercepted. Here's Avina Westbrook.
That was just terrific anticipation by Westbrook. She saw that coming a mile away.
Contested inbounds pass, knocked right into the hands of Mullen. That won't go. 2 Wildcats fight for the rebound. Siegrist comes up with it, misses the shot. Herlihy tied up underneath, but wrestles it away from Makarat, who then gets the block.
I think Griffin eventually was the one with that block. Great hustle by Uconn defensively. See, Makarat didn't shoot that ball because she hadn't made a shot today.
Shot clock running down. Kristen Williams will drain it.
I like Williams shooting the ball after the offense is in a little bit of a flow, side to side, inside out. Always a better shot than the very first one you come upon.
Gino liked it. Applauding. Nice job, guys.
That's rare.
Raven James left all alone. And she will make the triple. Westbrook, that's for 3.
She screams running back on defense. And relieved to knock that down.
32-point lead for the Huskies. Siegrist had to regroup. James from outside, now hands off to Herlihy. Mullen, yes. Brooke Mullen, the niece of Chris Mullen, the NBA and Big East legend, on the board.
And I think that's in the genes, just great shooting.
Makarat, got it.
Well, I like that shot because it was in the flow of the offense and not just standing out on that left wing.
Gino turned around toward the bench and raised his hands to the heavens and said, finally.
A Christmas miracle.
3 again. Huskies had a lot of trouble getting the 3 shot to go down for most of this game. A couple in a row now for Uconn. Inbound, Griffin will get fouled by Mullen. And a whistle with 5:58 to go. Our drive of the game is presented by Nissan.
Well, terrific anticipation there by Westbrook. And getting involved on the offensive end with the 3. Avina Westbrook in a nice little groove in this second half.
Avina into double figures, 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting. And timeout called. Just shy of the midway mark in this quarter. Huskies pull it away here in Philadelphia. Finally. Bit of the passion and intensity as he coaches in his 36th season at Uconn.
Same as when he had that sweet dude that we saw
Yep.
in the beginning of the game. from his St. Joe's game days down the road.
Yeah.
Hair a little thinner now.
Well, his team in the second half, they certainly came out of the locker room with a lot more intensity about them than in the first, and as such, they pulled away from Villanova with a little less than 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and it was their defensive intensity, their communication, and better execution on the offensive end as well.
Becker's on Mortensen. The fade away.
I mean, that's a shot she could take in high school. That's not going to work here. Not right now.
Time running out on the shot clock for that one. Villanova's made 3 of their last 3 from the floor. There's Mortensen for 3. Make it 4 of their last 4. Mortensen having a very nice ball game. 14 points for the Wildcats. Westbrook for 3. Yes. Speaking of having a very nice ball game.
Yeah, Westbrook has played terrifically. You know, she started out with the defensive assignment on Segrist, which isn't an easy assignment. Probably the toughest one to date. But did a little bit on both ends of the floor, Evina Westbrook, offense and defense.
Mullen. Segrist taps the rebound away. Wildcats get a chance to reset. Stolen by Westbrook. Kristen Williams is running. Hands it back to Westbrook when she got in trouble.
Well, and wisely, Westbrook did not step on the fallen Kenzie Gardler.
Here's Segrist, held to 2 points in the last 22 minutes by the Huskies. Gardler. Shot wide. Gardler, the granddaughter of Gino Auriemma's high school basketball coach.
And the niece of Megan Gardler, who played at Uconn.
Westbrook with the nice feed to Griffin, who got the handle on it, spins.
Almost broken up by Kenzie Gardler.
The 3rd game in a row that Aubrey's had a presence in the ball game, and a needed one.
Yeah, she made a difference again when she came in.
Marquardt got a hand on the ball, knocked it loose from Segrist, and it went out of bounds, and turnover to the Huskies. Gary and Kara standing by for a full recap of tonight's game. Plus, we'll hear Gino's post-game news conference on the Uconn women's basketball post-game show. That is coming up, followed by the undefeated 1995 special. Beckers. Another 2 for Paige. That'll put her up to 19 in the ball game, make her the leading scorer for the Huskies for now.
And it was like by accident that she became the leading scorer.
Mullen. Too strong. Marquardt boxes out, gets the rebound. Becker's inside. Nelson Adota back in the ball game. Feeds a cutting near McLean.
Terrific pass from Nelson Adota, noticing she had the double team on her. McLean wide open.
Timeout. Villanova, as the Huskies have gotten a little something going here in this second half.
Well, more great recognition there by Nelson Adota. It's due to her patience and poise in that low post. 2 players on her. She knows there's someone going to be open.
22 assists on 33 made field goals tonight for the Huskies to this point. So they continue to move the ball around. In the first half, 3-point shooting, not very good, but it certainly has gotten better as the game has gone on, including Kristen Williams.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen just did a little bit of everything here tonight. You know, I like how she attacked the basket. She took the three when it was open, but this was the play of the game by Kristen. I just thought she's had the right mindset and aggressiveness, which she needs to continue. We've talked about it a bunch as McLean gets called for the foul. But Gino needs to see her continue that relentless aggressiveness and attacking.
That on the offensive end. On the defensive end, as Mortensen fires up a three, and that's good.
And that's a savvy play by Mortensen. Hey, no one's guarding the inbounder. I'm just going to step in and knock in the three.
Since the Huskies went to the zone defense, remember you remarked on, 54-25 is the score. Makarov, no. Kristen Williams knocks the rebound loose, but it will end up with Siegrist. And that's going to be another foul on McLean as she got tangled up with Siegrist trying to get the rebound. Mir has picked up her third foul. 34-point lead for the Huskies. Siegrist from just inside the free throw line, knew it was off right away, started to chase her own rebound. A good boxing out by the Huskies. Beckers to Nelson Adota on the run.
What a catch by Nelson Adota. A really nice pass from Beckers. But what a catch by the big guy on the run. 6'5".
Siegrist has really been shut down by the Huskies in this second half. There's Runyon. That was too strong.
Oh, Gino called a timeout.
Whistle called for subs.
Yeah, he wanted to get the subs in. He said, we don't need that layup.
Yeah. You know, at halftime, Siegrist had 13 points. She has 15 with the game winding down.
So I'd say Kristen Williams and her teammates answered the call of their coach at halftime, and really they made it difficult for Siegrist to get a good look at anything here in the second half.
So Pieth Gabriel, Autumn Chasson into the ball game for the Huskies, along with Aubrey Griffin and Mir McLean. As we hit the final minute, inbounds to Gabriel, who finds McLean, who draws the foul and makes the bucket.
What a pass from Gabriel. She gets a pat on the head from her fellow freshman, Paige Beckers. But how about that? Freshman to freshman to freshman.
Mortensen rebounds the miss. So Denise Dillon said to us tonight that yes, her team was 7-0, and that was nice, but this was really going to be a barometer of where they stood. What do you think her takeaway is going to be at the conclusion of this one in another half minute?
I think she's going to feel really good about her kids. That first half. First quarter, you know, the first quarter and a half. I think they were right in this game. The more she can recruit and get more kids in here, this team is going to be just such a difficult team to contend with in the Big East.
Picked to finish 7th in the Big East, have already beaten 2 teams this year that were picked to finish ahead of them. Tonight will not be their night against the 11-time national champs as we enter the final half minute. Siegrist couldn't get that one to fall either. 38-point Uconn win as the final 10 seconds wind down. Leading scorer will end up being both Olivia Nelson-Ododa and Paige Beckers with 19. 4 Huskies in double figures. And Uconn advances to 5-0 on the season and 4-0 in Big East play.